Alright, y'all, we got a banger today. You already see what it is. We got a 70 Cutlass 442. This is a real 442. 3446 car, or yeah, 3446 car. 455. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing, it's a very, very solid car. Eventually you will need paint. I'm gonna just point that out. It's driver's quality as far as the red portion is concerned, but there are some spots along the decals themselves. They really don't even show that well, but they got some cracks in the decals. So that's something that, you know, you got a 442, you probably want to take care of. Body panels look good, no dents in the doors. Again, driver's quality, you know, a little scratch there, a little touch up there. So like I said, by no means is this perfect paint. Body looks great though, no dents, no waves. And then looking at the trunk, this will give you a really good idea. Like I said, the red looks beautiful. No crazy oxidation or anything. Rear bumper looks solid at the top. Eventually you might want to replace, just because, you know, if you got a 442, obviously you want it to be perfect. But the chrome does look good. It's got a little bit of fading starting at some points. Driver side, again, no crazy waves or dents that need to be pointed out. Top is in good condition. You'll see that later on in the video. Sorry about that, I had to take a call. But this is kind of what I was talking about though, with the cracks in the decals. A little bit through there. Like I said, if you want this car to be perfect, it is going to need paint for sure. But I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to get a convertible 442 at this price. So pretty solid. Got a couple little spots through here. Windshield is good. No cracks, no rock chips. Just come up to the front. You guys know the real 442s, the hood is fiberglass. It's actually in good shape. Most of the times these things end up cracking at these stress points, and then down here under the 442 badging as well. This hood is solid, so that's a plus. Front bumper looks good. Again, no dents, no rust there. I'm gonna just pop the hood while I'm here. And that's what you guys came to see. 455. Got power brakes, power steering. This was a non-AC car from the factory. Super clean underneath though. Nothing to point out there. I'll lock that later. Let's get this trunk open. Is this the right key? Yeah. Oh, it's upside down. That's what was getting me. Somebody put the lock in upside down. Trunk is borderline immaculate. I don't think this is the factory splatter coating. I think it was redid, but it could be, and it just might not have ever been anything back here. And the weather seals are solid too. They're not cracking or anything. They're relatively soft. Just might not have been a vehicle that was in the rain or anything. Interior solid. You see it's kind of got that off-white. Rear seats, no rips, no tears. Normal wear patterns, but nothing to complain about. Door panels look good. No warping, no stains. Paneling still attached. Same for the passenger door panel. You can tell that the carpet has been replaced on the bottom of these just because of how shiny it looks. But door panels look great though, no stains or anything. Dash not cracked and no warping. And then our driver's seat, there's no rips or tears. You got a little bit of wear to it for sure. Again, nothing that I would nitpick personally. Probably be the last thing on my list, but depends on if you plan on driving it or restoring it and just taking it to shows. I like driving my cars personally. So driver side, again, Panel's good, no warping. These had to have been replaced at some point in time just based on how soft it is and how dark the black is on the carpet. Driver's seat, normal. Again, nothing spectacular, no rips or tears really, just your normal wear patterns. Mileage reads 75,537. Give me a minute, we'll knock out this test drive. Just started in the test drive. As you can tell, she sounds amazing. I already rolled the windows up. They're manual. 28 degrees, so I'm gonna put this top up as well. Top is in excellent condition. Nice thick leather pads. It's obviously been replaced at some point in time. Let's see. Ugh. Sorry about that, it take two hands. Gotta roll this window down. And of course, I can't get it. There we go. Whew. Sorry about that, I had to reach over to get it. Gauges work. We got temperature, oil pressure, and voltage all lit up. They look solid. No wipers. Lights are on. I can see them in the dash and in the car in the front. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. I can hear it clicking and showing off the other car. Not showing in the dash though. I think that's it, right? We know we don't have no AC. No heat, no AC. Alright. This thing definitely sounds good. Sounds like it'll get rowdy. No gauges, the speedometer is working, but nothing else. Obviously everything else is the lights. Fuel does not work, and that's pretty standard in these for sure, because some odd reason they all go past full and they ride into the hot sign. That's, you know, damn near every single Cutlass. It's crazy. Speedometer is working. The first two shifts were smooth. Alignment is solid. I'm not drifting, but you can tell steering wheel is not aligned properly. Ain't nothing to really, you know, easy fix, but just pointing it out. This thing sounds phenomenal for sure. Shifts have been smooth. No crazy belt, lifter, tick, or exhaust sounds. Definitely sounds good. Suspension feels tight, about what I expect. It's not a soft ride by any means. Throttle response is decent. Looks good. Trying to think what else. Windows aren't shaking in the doors or anything. Obviously I got them up. That one's a little bit down, but I got them up for the most part, and I'm not getting any air up by my head by this top, so it means it's properly sealed pretty good. Oh, I forgot, there's no radio in here, and super weird because there had to be a sound system in here because I got some tweeters right here in the vents. So it's a little bit weird, but clearly no radio because they put a block off plate. But I also didn't see a mount for an aftermarket radio, so I'm wondering if there was one of those Bluetooth joints in here or what. But I forgot about that as we were driving. Another thing that I didn't get to check. So give me a second, we're gonna get on this rack and check out underneath. All right, y'all, we got the 442 up on the rack. Rear bumper does have some rust on it underneath at the bottom. Again, that's normal once you start seeing some of that pitting because all the rocks are kicking up. So right underneath, you can see that starting to peel. Frame and the trunk pins look beautiful as expected. Once you saw that trunk, you knew it was taken care of. No signs of leak from the gas tank, and the exhaust has been done. Looks like all the way up to the manifolds. We will check though. Drums in the rear. Another way that you can always tell real 442. We got box control arms, trailing arms, whatever you want to call them, but they are boxed. And then got the 12 bolt instead of the normal Buick Olds Pontiac 10 bolt. Going down the right side, the passenger side frame is nice and straight. Floors are phenomenal. Still got the factory undercoating there. Coming down the driver's side, same thing. Frame looks great, and floors look exactly the same. You can tell this thing was babied for sure. Some point in time, it probably got a new oil trans pan, but no signs of leaking from the oil or trans pan. Disc brakes up in the front for sure. Everything else looks stock. Yeah, I don't have nothing else, so super clean underneath for sure. Front bumper looks better, no dents to point out. Got a couple little spots flaking at the bottom again. Coming around the car, got the raised white letters, super clean setup, SS1s. Underneath, body and frame looks super solid. Another way that you can tell a 442 as well is the red inner wheel wells. This one, obviously somebody oversprayed with black, but that's another way that you can tell. Go ahead, get on over here. Rear quarter section looks solid. See a little bit more of that red in there. But yeah, like I said, this is one of them ones, you know, get it painted and you got you a show car. Right, so I'll make sure I show you the top. Top looks nice and sealed up in the front, no issues there. Again, glass back, she's nice and tight. A little bit of dirt there, that's normal though, nothing that I'm gonna complain about. And yeah, no rips, no tears, nice and tight, solid all the way through. So if you guys are interested in this 70 Cutlass, you already know, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website or Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.